Democrats remain out of state, preventing a Republican redistricting that Governor Greg Abbott defends, telling Fox.
Texas has a right to redraw these lines to fully represent the desires of every voter in the state.
And Fox's Madeline Rivera reports.
Governor Greg Abbott has ordered state police to arrest Democratic lawmakers to force them to go back to the Capitol. The Warrens, though, have no power outside state lines, and many Democrats have fled to blue states like New York, Massachusetts, and Illinois. Democrats are protesting their redistricting effort done at President Trump's urging that could give the GOP as many as 5 new seats in the U.S.
Now, some blue state governors are threatening their own redistricting to favor Democrats, including Gavin Newsom in California.
Whatever they are doing will be neutered here in the state of California, and they will pay that price.
In a 1 a.m. Truth Social post this morning, President Trump hailed a ruling related to Texas. A federal appeals court allowing the state to enforce a law invalidating mail-in ballots that do not have a voter ID number. The president wrote that should be nationwide. He also might like this update to what he calls the Russia hoax.
Attorney General Pam Bondi has ordered a federal prosecutor to start legal proceedings and present evidence to a grand jury about an alleged conspiracy to tie President Trump to Russian election interference. Fox News Digital reports. The director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, declassified intelligence material that accuses former President Obama and top officials in his administration of manipulating intelligence to undermine President Trump's 2016 election win.
That's Fox's Jared Halpert of the White House. A spokesman for the former president calls it all bizarre and a weak attempt at a distraction. It's day 5 of the manhunt in Montana for Michael Brown, the Army veteran accused of murdering 4 people in a bar Friday. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What immigration leaders are saying about a Purdue student detained by ICE. Light rain on radar, 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. A Purdue University student is now out of federal custody after being detained last week by immigration agents in New York. Yin-Soo Go, known to her friends as Sue, was taken into custody Thursday after a visa hearing in Manhattan. The 20-year-old came to the U.S. from South Korea in 21 with her mother, an Episcopal priest, and was preparing to return to West Lafayette for a new school year. The Department of Homeland Security said that she overstayed her visa. Her attorney disagrees and says her visa was valid through December of 25. IMPD says a man was shot during a robbery late last night on Indy's west side. Officers responding to a report of gunfire along Pershing Avenue about 10:15, and while heading to the scene, they got word that a man had been crawling for more than a mile looking for help.
If nobody had called, he would have had to probably try to crawl out into the street, and who knows if somebody had seen him and not hit him. So in this case, the neighbors definitely helped.
That's IMPD Captain Don Weilhammer, and police are still looking into this. There's been investment into the city of Terre Haute. John Herrick reports on what the mayor has planned next.
Terre Haute Mayor Brandon Sackman says his city has been helped out by $70 million from private investment. He tells Inside Indiana Business his mindset is out with the old and in with the new.
We've taken down some condemned, dilapidated buildings, getting set up for construction, a new apartment complex, a new hotel complex connected to our convention center.
He says they're trying to make building permits a quick and easy process online so that more people can come to his city and have a reason to stay there. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
No Caitlin Clark again for the Indiana Fever, who are in Los Angeles to take on the Sparks. They're on a 5-game winning streak without Clark. Tip-off at 10 p.m. tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
Pat Sullivan here for Hope Plumbing. Do gurgling pipes, the fear of a leak in your basement, or an AC unit that sounds like a lawnmower keep you up at night? Become a member at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and have the comfort of knowing you have a technician on call to bring total comfort to your home. For only $8 a month, you get up to a 10% discount on all plumbing and HVAC services, 1 annual free mainline snaking, 1 annual inspection, and so much more. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and and Cooling and become a member today.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
All right, south side, northbound 65, stop and go traffic, Raymond Street up to the south split, and that is a construction zone for a 2-minute delay. East side, a little bit of a slowdown northbound for 6570 M to Penn Pike. Outside of that, watch for the rain. It could be a little slick in spots. Traffic sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. That's 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, good morning. On this Tuesday, you heard Matt talking about it. We do have some scattered showers rolling through the metro, so watch for the wet roads here this morning. Some of this morning rain fizzles off in the next couple of hours. Much of the day dry, mostly sunny, warm, humid. There could be a few pop-up downpours developing later this afternoon. 84 for our afternoon high. Tonight, mostly cloudy, quiet and stuffy, a low down to 67. We'll do it again on Wednesday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy, a few pop-ups possible in the afternoon, a high of 87. End of the week dry, hot and humid. Thursday, sunny, 87. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 90.
That's Marcus Bailey trying to make you feel good about rising temperatures.
I mean, it's not as bad as it was 2 weeks ago, if you want to be positive about it.
That's Marcus Bailey telling you this time will be different. I promise. Please take me back.
That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. It'll be better this time.
That's Marcus Bailey saying I'm off the smack. Seriously. Seriously. Hey, did you sell my stuff? Yeah.
I got nothing else. I'm sorry.
Nope.
That's it. That's as far as I go.
That's the laughter of a man who's actually been through that exact scenario.
That is correct.
By the way, Marcus, August 23rd, tickets go on sale tomorrow. Me, actor, producer Nick Searcy, West Fork Whiskey, from Hollywood to the Heartland. The event is taking place. The food is set, Big Hoffa's Barbecue. The bourbon is set from West Fork Whiskey. Cigars on the patio afterwards. It's going to be a very funny night. You going to be there?
That sounds like a great night. Food. Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, I'm in. That sounds great.
This just in, if I give Marcus Bailey a ticket, he might appear.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to bribe me.
I was just offering you.
I enjoy your company. I think you're a great guy.
Yes, but are you willing to pay for it?
I think that sounds like a good time. Huh?
But are you willing to pay for it? That's the question. See, anybody can just give away their company. But a professional gets paid for their company.
I'm not Randy Ollis here. I'm not. My hand's not out. All right.
Oh wow. Wow. See, I thought he was going to say, I'm not Randy Ollis. I don't make all that money, but my hand's not out. Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That's brutal. That's brutal right there. We'll talk more about it. August 23rd, tickets on sale tomorrow. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'll talk to you more about it. Marcus Bailey, Wish TV, meteorologist. Go get him, Tiger. I called him Tiger. 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:09. So Bondi, she's the Attorney General. You've seen pictures. She has directed a federal prosecutor to present evidence to a grand jury possible charges related to the Russia collusion hoax. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. I approve, for the record. I approve of every part of this. That it is clear and it is obvious that there was a cover-up. It is clear from the John Durham annex that was declassified that the White House knew exactly what they were doing in pushing this story and covering this story for Hillary Clinton, whether this was about not wanting to be embarrassed by a scandal, whatever the case may be. It is obvious to me that Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, James Clapper, James Comey, John Brennan, Andrew McCabe, Loretta Lynch, these are not Americans as you and I view them. View the concept of an American. No, these aren't Americans. These are people who will do anything for power and have no interest in actually thinking that the Constitution applies to them, that the rule of law applies to them, that decency and morality apply to them. May I add that it makes no difference to me what you think about Trump. That's insignificant to what they did. Send it to a grand jury. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes down. These are bad people. And the only thing we can do is ensure that they, nor the ones they support, get any power, which will bring us to the insanity of Elizabeth Warren. My goodness. It's rare that you see somebody so absolutely distasteful and hateful in their desire to destroy everything around them. Usually, they've got a little more aplomb. She's just not one of those people. I will tell you the story coming up. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. The fight against Alzheimer's disease gets a big boost at 6:32. Stay connected with the new IBJ Media app, your source for Indiana business news that moves as fast as you do. Download the app today at ibj.com/app download.
Hey guys, it's Rob for Universal Windows Direct. Look, we've all been feeling the heat, and that's why this is the perfect time to make that call to Universal Windows Direct so they can help you stay cool in your home throughout the rest of the summer and warm in your home all winter long. And this is the perfect time to call because what an incredible deal going on with Universal Windows Direct. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you're going to get the next 2 free. There's no limit. Got 8 windows that need replacing? You only pay for 4. It's that simple. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. That's right, 60 months of 0 interest financing, which makes upgrading your home not just smart, but affordable too. Now, some restrictions may apply, so to get all the information and most importantly, schedule a totally free, no hassle, no obligation in-home estimate, call Universal Windows Direct today, 317-659-7574, 317-659-7574. Check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. That's 800-917-8730.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. Matt Bear is the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Good morning, Tony. Looking at the south side, northbound 65 slows from Raymond Street up to the south split. That is a construction zone. It's cooled off a little bit since the last time we talked, so that's nice. On the east side, northbound 465, just a little bit slow around Penn Pike. Not too bad here at the moment. Northbound 65 at 38th Kessler. That's a traffic hazard on the shoulder. Please watch out for that. Otherwise, no delay. We're moving up to speed. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
What's the temperature? Do we know? Anyone? Euler? Fry? 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off or schedule a pickup, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at BoerRemodeling.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Israel will take Gaza. The plan approved by Netanyahu changes the game. The rallies we saw in Israel where we asked just yesterday, are these people saying they want to put an end to the war altogether, or are they saying they want to put an end to Hamas altogether? I think the answer has now been officially given. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. No, the Palestinians cannot govern themselves. No, there is no such thing as a 2-state solution. No, you cannot live next door to a terrorist organization. No, you cannot live next door to those people who've been taught to hate you. It will take 40 years, as I said, like Jews wandering in the desert, to get rid of this mindset. Israel is going to put an end to this. Good. And to all the Hamas supporters out there, I hope you lose, and I hope you lose big. You do not care about quote-unquote starving children. If you did, you would demand that the United Nations send in food. You would demand that Hamas actually stop commandeering the food. You would demand the release of the hostages, but you don't do this. Whether you're Jesse Brown or whether you are, what do they call themselves, a Jewish voice for peace, you're not. How you think you're Jewish is a little bit beyond me, but neither here nor there. I've met a lot of dumb Jews in my life. What? I can't say that? Well, Oh, I get to because I'm Jewish? No. I've met dumb Christians. I've met dumb atheists. I've met dumb white people. I've met dumb black people. I've met dumb Hispanic people. I've met dumb Asian people. And I've met smart in all of those categories as well, because there's two sides of the bell curve. If somebody else wants to be a bigot, they can. Me, we're going to discuss this the way it needs to be discussed. Jewish Voice for Palestine has nothing to do with Judaism. It has to do with being a radicalized progressive who believes in your own destruction. And that's why you get the Indiana Fast for Gaza. Because there's starvation taking place. But again, they don't blame Hamas, and they want the Indiana Treasury to divest from genocide and invest in Indiana. The treasurer, who is Daniel Elliott, there are investments into Israeli bonds and other things. And we don't in Indiana invest in genocide because we don't invest in Hamas. So, we're good. We're cool. We're fine. This has nothing to do with children in Gaza. This has everything to do with hating Israel. So when you see this thing take place, know that these people are frauds. As for what takes place with Netanyahu and what takes place with the taking of Gaza, this very much relates to the imagery of two hostages being starved, one of them digging his own grave. Hamas had a hostage dig his own grave. No talk from Jesse Brown. I don't know, maybe he does have a post out there that I missed. I don't take a look every day at his posts, but if I were to go by what I have seen, this is not the kind of thing he talks about. This is not what you saw from the New York Times. They didn't engage the story. The New York Post did. The New York Post, by the way, opening up a new newspaper in California they'll call the California Post. So in a world of newspapers dying, the New York Post is growing. This is what happens when you have actual journalism. The New York Post is the paper of record. The New York Times is what you use for your cat. That's the difference. But the imagery of Israelis being starved by Hamas, people said this has been 2 years. It's enough. We don't want to hear about phased approach. We want this done. And so it's getting done. I hope the Israelis are successful. I hope the hostages come back alive. And I hope every Hamas member is killed. Because you clearly can't live with these people. If they want to surrender and spend the rest of their life in jail, I guess the Israelis can do that. But you cannot live side by side with these people. You cannot live with these people in the public square. Can't be done. It's hard enough to live with their nonsense garbage supporters in Indiana. Just one of the stories going on today. The other one is that Governor Greg Abbott has said, all right, Democrats, when you come back, you're getting arrested. I don't know how he's going to arrest them because it's a civil issue, not a criminal issue. This is Democrats who have abandoned the state because, well, they're going to vote on redistricting. And Democrats are like, well, we don't want that. And then they've been screaming and yelling and caterwauling about the whole thing, losing their minds. Ben Rhodes, who never met an Iranian peace deal that let Iran get a nuclear weapon that he didn't like, is speaking on MSNBC as if somehow Democrats are all of a sudden the new virgins.
And, Democrats have been behind the curve. This is not beginning now, Nicole, as you know. This kind of redistricting has been going on for most of the 21st century. And look, both parties have done it, but it's been heavily tilted in the Republican direction. You can see that in the discrepancy between the popular vote nationally for the House and how the seats tend to shake out. Now they're breaking even the 10-year cycles, right? It's usually every 10 years. They're trying to interfere with that cycle. It'd be insane for Democrats to stand by and wait for some moment in which the Republican Party comes to their senses and returns to nonpartisan redistricting. It's not happening. So Gavin Newsom is exactly right. We don't prefer this outcome as Democrats, but if this is what the Republican Party is going to do, we have to do it. We have to use the tools at our disposal to defend democracy, or else there's not going to be anything left on the other side of this.
They're always talking about defending democracy. It's adorable. Nobody's listening to this silliness. What is funny is that the Democrats want to say, okay, we gerrymander too, but those guys do it worse. You don't like gerrymandering? You don't like gerrymandering. I don't like it. But redistricting is allowed, and it's happening. No one has broken a law. No Republican in Texas is breaking the law. The only people who engage in law breaking right now, or at least violation of the law, because I don't know how the governor is going to arrest people, are the Democrats who fled to Illinois because they don't want to vote on this, because they're going to lose. But the idea that somehow when Republicans do it, it's wrong. When Democrats do it, why are you paying attention to how we redistrict? These people are nutty. They have nothing they can do but grasp to the open air. Hopefully something ends up in their sticky hand. But every time they scream threat to democracy, it's just like they were doing about Trump. It's the call for the lone wolf. And Ben Rhodes and MSNBC have not stopped looking for disaster, looking for violence, looking for someone to do the unthinkable, which no one should do. It's redistricting. Yeah, we could all do with less, but no one's breaking the law here. You lost. Try and make a better case. That's all. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, northbound 65 slows from South Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. That is a construction zone. And southbound 6570 slowing down Washington Street to the South Split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The Associated Press says the vast majority of Americans are concerned about grocery costs.
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Indiana summer storms, man. We have been dealing with rain. We have been dealing with weather. And you are probably not climbing up on your roof to see if any damage has taken place up there. You don't have to. You just call Moss Roofing. That's what I did. Moss Roofing, family owned, right here in central Indiana for over 30 years. Moss Roofing gives you something hard to find these days: honest work and peace of mind. They offer free inspections. I'm talking about a real thorough checkup of your roof, your siding, your gutters, your windows, and if there's storm damage, they'll show you the photos, explain everything to you, and they'll even work with your insurance company for you. No stress, no pressure, just real professionals doing the job right. I called them last week because we saw what looked like a spot on the ceiling in the master bedroom. Hey, do we have a leak up there? And they went up, took a look, gave us the full report. Talk to Moss Roofing today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Two of the best summertime traditions are back. The Indiana State Fair and the Indiana Farmers Dairy Bar since 1941. This year featuring the key lime pie milkshake and the smoked Gouda Q grilled cheese with Gouda cheddar barbecue sauce on Texas toast. The Indiana Farmers Dairy Bar since 1941. Open 9 to 9 at the Indiana State Fair, across from the Coliseum. Brought to you by American Dairy Association Indiana, your Hoosier Dairy Farm families. Find out more at winnersdrinkmilk.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Siri, read me that text.
Sorry, I can't complete your request.
You want me to read that?
No, I got it.
Construction zone.
I see it.
Watch it. Oh my God. You're gonna hit him!
Oh, fuck!
When driving in a construction zone, be smart, be alert, be in the zone.
This is Brian Short, business manager for the Indiana Laborers District Council.
Everyone deserves a safe place to work. Do your part in the cone zone. Slow down, save lives. We're all in this together.
A message from Indiana's District Council of Laborers International Union of North America and affiliated locals.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It is a Texas political standoff. Light rain on radar, 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:30. Dozens of Texas Democrats left states like Illinois and New York to block a GOP-led redistricting plan that could flip 5 House seats. Attorney General Ken Paxton tells Fox News these efforts to remove these Democrats from office are real.
This idea of possibly knocking him out of office, we're looking at that right now, and we are likely to pursue that.
And the Texas governor has threatened to oust Democratic lawmakers and impose a $500 daily fine for each day they're absent. The Justice Department is getting ready to present claims about intelligence manipulation during the Obama administration to a grand jury.
A spokesperson for the Department of Justice says Attorney General Pam Bondi believes there is a clear cause for deep concern following a criminal referral from the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Gabbard declassified intelligence material last month, accusing former President Obama and top administration officials of trying to undermine President Trump's 2016 election win by manipulating intelligence assessments about Russian election interference. Fox News Digital reports Bondi ordered a federal prosecutor to initiate legal proceedings and present evidence to a grand jury to secure a potential indictment.
And that's Fox's Jared Halpern reporting from the White House. NFL running back Saquon Barkley is turning down President Trump's invitation to join a 30-member council on sports, nutrition, and fitness. The Eagles running back says he was shocked by the offer, but can't commit due to time constraints. And Los Angeles Lakers basketball player LeBron James is involved in a $5 billion project that could launch an international basketball league to rival the NBA. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Indiana University has received a nearly $17 million federal grant to launch what will be one of only 2 centers in the United States dedicated to developing stem cell-based models of the human brain to better understand Alzheimer's disease. The 5-year grant from the National Institute on Aging will fund a new research center. The university said in a news release, researchers from the IU School of Medicine and IU Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering are leading the center. Vision is becoming reality as construction hits the halfway point on Innovation Grove, a $102 million research and technology hub at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology in Terre Haute. Rose President Rob Kuhn says a key focus of the major project giving students hands-on experience in the orthopedic sector.
It's a really unique experience. We'd like to see that grow. But that's really the catalyst for what we hope to create, which is more of an innovative community.
Junior Achievement of Central Indiana has announced the 4 laureates who will be inducted into the Central Indiana Business Hall of Fame at an event October 2nd. They are Mike Cunningham, the CEO of Cunningham Restaurant Group, One America Financial Chairman, President, and CEO Scott Davison, Leonard Hoops, the President and CEO of Visit Indy, and Cindy Simon Scott, the founder and chair of the Sumerian Foundation. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. Because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
Indiana's economy is on the move, and every region has a role to play. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business for the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're traveling to 10 regions across the state to spotlight business growth, workforce development, innovation, and Indiana's tech hubs. Don't miss this front row look at Indiana's future and the growth opportunities in your region. Find out when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/innovate. A construction services firm with its North American headquarters in Indianapolis is merging to expand its reach. France-based Aegis Group, which offers architectural, construction engineering, operations, and consulting services across the country, said Monday it will merge with Chicago structural engineering company Lochner. Financial terms of the deal not disclosed. According to IBJ Research, Aegis is the sixth largest engineering firm in the Indianapolis area. Fort Wayne-based Parkview Health has named Jessica Lee Hansen as its next chief financial officer. She comes to the health system after more than a decade with Bank of America Securities. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, checking northbound 65 south side. Slow from South Keystone Avenue into the south split. There is a stall as you approach the south split. All lanes slow at the moment and traffic slow back to South Keystone Avenue. Southbound 6570 slow Washington Street to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com. Visit drexelin.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports. And Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. Caitlin Clark will miss her 8th game in a row tonight with a groin injury as the Indiana Fever take on the LA Sparks.
I mean, it's day-to-day right now. Yeah. We're really just putting no timetable on it, going through the rehab process.
That's Fever head coach Stephanie White on ESPN.
We're taking it one day at a time, really slow rolling it. She tried to come back a couple of times and just had setbacks along the way. So the most important thing for us is Caitlin's long-term health.
And White said Clark's impact on the offense makes it tough to build chemistry, but the team has managed to win 5 games in a row.
Now we go smaller. We have a little bit more versatility, I would say, on the defensive end of the floor. But again, I think this group is we have some plug-and-play players. They don't care what their role is. They just want to get out there. They just want to compete.
And tonight's game is at 10 o'clock. Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen said Sunday that both Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson will play in Thursday's preseason opener against the Baltimore Ravens. He did not say who's going to start. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Stock price is up. Talking about American Eagle. I must be bad news for all the people yelling and screaming about Sydney Sweeney and yelling and screaming about Nazis and jeans and just being pathetic and sad and weak people. To which they are. Just a reminder that they are what they are. The stock price is up. It rose 23% on Monday, closing at $13.28 a share. I have no idea if it's a good stock buy or not. Don't trust me when it comes to picking stocks. That's insane. That is not what I do. No. I talk about the economy. I talk theory. Picking stocks? No. That is for somebody else to help you with. That said, it is interesting, and you gotta love the way Fox puts it. American Eagle stock jumps following Trump praise for Sydney Sweeney ad. It's always Trump. Even when it's not, it is. That's just great. As I said yesterday on Tony Katz today, absolutely concerned for her. Oh, she's a registered Republican? That's the story there that in Florida, I guess she lives in Florida or is registered in Florida, that she's a registered Republican. It doesn't bother me that she is. It's that, why would it bother me that it is? It's that I think it's going to bother other people, and they, who do not know how to control their emotions, might give her a problem for it. I don't know if this affects her career or anything else. I don't know. It's one of the things I'm going to get into with Nick Searcy. August 23rd, we will be at West Fork Whiskey, Westfield, Indiana, from Hollywood to the Heartland. Nick Searcy, character actor from Justified, Fried Green Tomatoes, Runaway Jury, Castaway, name the movie, The Shape of Water. He has done it all. His book, Justify This, is a worthy read. And we're going to discuss not only living in the Midwest after spending so much time on the coast, not getting out of Hollywood, just getting out of Hollywood. His time being in D.C. and looking into and creating the documentaries around January 6th. And most importantly, how does one work in a business that clearly hates you? And what does that do to the soul? And does that lead to people getting out of Hollywood? We are going to discuss it all with bourbon from West Fork Whiskey, cigars that I have coming in, food from Big Hoffa's Barbecue. They're in Westfield, bighoffas.com. Check that out. August 23rd. Doors open at 7 p.m. Sponsorships still available. You want to reach out to me, Tony at TonyKatz.com. We can get that done for you. It's going to be an absolutely incredible night. Saturday, August 23rd. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. But if you're part of TonyKatz.com, you can get your ticket right now. You can. If you're part of TonyKatz.com, you can get your ticket right now. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks to Boer Remodeling. Thanks to Premier Arms and PA Jewelers. Of course, 93 WIBC. It's going to be a good time, people. It's going to be a good time. I hope you get your ticket. I hope to see you there Saturday, August 23rd. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, unless you want to go join up at TonyKatz.com and you get your ticket right now. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Another update is just minutes away.
More than 60 State House Democrats left Texas.
Real Texans do not run from a fight.
Governor Greg Abbott is threatening their jobs.
Hear the news.
Lonnie Anderson has died.
Stay in the know while you're on the go.
Third time in the last 8 days that a child in Cumberland injured in a shooting.
On air.
The community needs to come together and start understanding why and how our juveniles are getting their hands on guns all the time.
And online.
Savon Ahmed.
Injuries happen in football.
93 WIBC Mobile News.
Time to feel cool in your home. That's what Masters Heating and Cooling is going to do for you. Masters Heating and Cooling, to make sure that you are comfortable all summer. And by the way, winter will come. Do you want your family to be warm? Safe, secure? Yeah, Masters is the only phone call to make. They can take care of not only servicing your system, but installing a new system. And they have got flexible financing options. So no matter what your story and what your need, they have got you covered at Masters Heating and Cooling. David, the general manager, the entire team at Masters, incredible. Just wonderful to work with, easy to work with. They handle their business. They take care of you like pros, and they follow up. And they also have 24/7 emergency services. So no matter what happens, day or night, you are covered with Masters Heating and Cooling. Talk to Masters today. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-567-9505. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling. 567-9505 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Well, check this out. August is Pet Appreciation Month. Really, are you supposed to appreciate those little stinkers when they poop or pee on the carpet because you oversleep 5 whole minutes? This is Denny Smith, and let's appreciate the folks that help you really clean up things after those little accidents. I'm talking about Zero Res. Before we get any deeper into summer, you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified for $129, get 15% off pet odor treatments, and $50 off air duct cleaning too. And they can handle virtually every surface in your home, from floors to air ducts. Zero Res means zero residue, and it's in the water they use. The unique ZR water uses no soap, no harsh chemicals, and leaves no residue, just healthy, fresh surfaces. Zero Res cleans our floors, and I'll tell you that it's simply amazing, and it works. Call now. Mention WIBC. You'll get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. Get 15% off the pet odor treatments and $50 off air duct cleaning. 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, what are you doing?
Yeah, Tony, check it out. South side, northbound 65, slows from Southport Road up to the South Split. Pockets of slow. In fact, we do have a stall in the South Split on northbound 65 that's slowing us up in that construction zone just a bit. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Cindy Druba, office manager for CSE Morse, needed a paperless solution, so she called on Applied Innovation.
We weren't paperless, and more companies are going paperless, and we wanted to have the option.
How has Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution helped your staff?
It's nice to have everything at my fingertips. You know, I'm not, digging in this drawer, digging in that drawer. I can just put in my search criteria and up they pop.
Applied Innovation even helps scan your documents.
We had 7 years of stored records, bankers boxes upon bankers boxes, and we used Applied to have, they actually scanned and stored all those documents for us.
And the bottom line benefit to using Applied Innovation?
Saved us a lot of time and a lot of space. Time is money.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
Very interesting story about visas. No, not Visa, MasterCard. We're talking about how you get into the country. No visas for transgender male athletes seeking to compete in women's sports. That was the headline. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Okay. I'm not going to argue the point. I support the idea of men are not women, women are not men. When I say idea, I mean the straight up fact. And I support ensuring that women's sports are protected. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services carrying out President Trump's executive order demanding that government agencies pursue policies to keep men out of women's sports. Men do not belong in women's sports, this according to an agency spokesperson. It's a matter of safety, fairness, respect, and truth that only female athletes receive a visa to come to the U.S. to participate in women's sports. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there something radical about this? Shocking? I mean, people could scream that this is bigoted. They could scream all they want. It means nothing. It's not true. It's not factual. Real hate comes from thinking that men can be women and women can be men. Real hate is trying to confuse children. Real hate is mutilating children. That's the story. Now, producer Carl just brought this up to me, Conspiracy Corner with Carl, the podcast, is up and available wherever it is you get your podcasts. The one and only Conspiracy Carl is out there, and he is constantly weaving through the web of lies to build us a scarf of truth. It was a weaving thing. It didn't work. I'm going to work on another way to say that. Be sure to get the podcast, Conspiracy Corner with Carl. It is there on your favorite podcast platform. And we had been discussing last week the shooting that took place in New York. Guy walks into a building with an AR-15, kills a cop, and then goes up to the 33rd floor. And as was reported, was on the wrong floor. And he was going there because he suffered from CTE and wanted to take out NFL executives, even though he never played in the NFL. And that was the reporting. And I'd gotten this post on Twitter. When are you going to stop saying on the air this was about the NFL on the wrong floor? Too many times you're wrong on air. My response was, what kind of crazy nonsense are you spewing? This was the reporting from multiple outlets. What's the point of your post? Could you try to explain yourself and your point instead of whatever it is you posted? I've come to realize that more often than not, it's not that people are angry with you. It's that they don't know how to voice what it is that's in their head. I often think the only difference between me and a whole bunch of people is that I am able to engage a voice, a conversation, a statement to the thought in my head, and for other people, that's tougher. That's why I do radio, right? I'm good at that. And other people are good at other things. It's why I don't do those things. But it's not that they don't have thoughts and ideas. It's that the articulating of the thing is not as easy. It's in their head, doesn't come out that way. I find that true on social media, and you try and find some grace for some people, even when they're coming at you like nonsense jerks, right? That's the way it comes across. Maybe not the way they mean it. You try. So, producer Carl just brought up to me, did you hear this? This theory about what took place in this shooting. And I said, it's funny, someone just brought it up to me about the shooting. So producer Carl from Conspiracy Corner with Carl. You can get the podcast wherever it is you get your podcast. Carl Showbiz on the Twitter X. Follow him there. The theory is that when you realize the people who were killed in this shooting, one of them is a woman by the name of Wesley LePatner, 43, and she was the CEO of a real estate division, which was known as Blackstone Real Estate Investment Trust. So Blackstone was in this building, and the NFL was in this building. And the theory is, all rumor, all speculation, is that the NFL was never the target, but this woman was?
Apparently, Blackstone owns a lot of stuff in Las Vegas, and he's from Las Vegas.
So this guy is from Las Vegas. He drove from Las Vegas. He was known to Las Vegas authorities to have mental illness. And so now people are saying, what if this whole thing about the NFL was never the case, that this group was the target all along? Which would mean that the guy who had mental illness was able to track down not only where Blackstone was, what kind of people they had there, what building they were in, saw the NFL was in the same building, and then concocted a story about CTE?
He didn't concoct a story. His handlers concocted the story.
Ah. There it is.
This is a theory, Tony. I don't have any inside information.
No?
No.
No? It's a heck of a theory. It is something. For sure. I have no idea if it's accurate or not. But it was interesting that producer Carl brought it up. It's interesting I had this woman, Catherine, yelling at me. And I'm like, all right, what if she's not trying to yell? What if she just doesn't know any other way to say it? You try. You try. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she's just angry and is going to scream at me some more, and then I'll have to just block her and then be like, okay, I'm done listening to you, silly child. But maybe that's not it at all. I don't know. Let the investigation continue. But if we're going to be living in the society where people think, hey, I could take out my frustrations on whatever CEO and whatever leader of this group, everything goes wrong, I could just go about shooting somebody. That's not a society worth living in at all. That society can't last. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Northbound 65 slow in pocket Southport Road to 465. And again, Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. And a crash, Greenwood, southbound 65 at Main Street. That's the 99 exit. 2 left lanes block traffic. Stop and go to County Line Road delay at 6 minutes. Crash southbound 69 on the exit to 465. It's the left lane that's closed. You can still make your exits. Just please be careful. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with XFi Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 HR-V LX all-wheel drive for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake.
Visit us off State Road 37 for special pricing during our summer sales event. With approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. All fees due at signing. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends August 31st. See dealer for details.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, this is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102 or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
Guys, Low T Center has improved the quality of hundreds of thousands of men's lives across the country. Now women can enjoy the same life-changing, medically guided hormone therapy.
Imagine how great you'll both feel. FixMyLowT.com for information and to schedule an appointment.
Check out what's going on with 93 WIBC.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel this week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Rod Stewart with Cheap Trick,
Saturday, August 9th at Ruoff Music Center.
More info online at WIBC.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, what an immigration hearing in New York has to do with Indiana. What people in Greenwood are saying after police found 2 dead bodies in a home, and why Terre Haute's mayor is optimistic about the future. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock.
Democrats plan to retaliate. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. In blue states like California, where Governor Gavin Newsom says if Texas Republicans go through with the new congressional redistricting to help give the GOP 5 more House seats in the 2026 election,
we're not going to roll over, and we're going to fight fire with fire.
Planning his own redistricting to favor Democrats, and they're considering the same thing in New York, where some of the Democratic lawmakers who left Texas went to prevent a redistricting vote. Others went to Illinois. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott tells Fox he wants state police to go there and arrest them and bring them back.
He added that in some cases, a felony charge could apply to some of them.
It would be bribery if any lawmaker took money to perform or to refuse to perform an act in the legislature.
While it's typical to wait to redistrict until after new census data at the turn of each decade, Abbott said there was nothing illegal with drawing new lines now, as he noted 2 seats have Democratic Congress members but voted for President Trump last year.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A federal appeals court issued a ruling the president likes. It rejects a challenge to a Texas law that invalidates mail-in ballots without voter ID numbers. A Trump Truth Social post after midnight called it great news, writing the policy should be nationwide. A manhunt for a murder suspect in Montana enters day 5.
As the search continues, officials have closed the surrounding national forest, and residents have been warned about going outside.
The shooting happened Friday in Anaconda.
Michael Brown, an Army veteran, walked into his favorite bar with a loaded rifle and allegedly killed 4 of his acquaintances.
Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer. Israel may be ready to escalate the war in Gaza. The Security Cabinet meets today to consider taking full control of the territory, occupying it with no deal with Hamas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu posted on social media,
"They say that we're deliberately starving Palestinian children. That's a barefaced lie. Since the beginning of the war, we have let in almost 2 million tons of food."
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What police discovered in Greenwood on Monday: light rain on radar. It's heaviest to the east and southeast of downtown Indianapolis, where it's 67 degrees going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02.
It's definitely scary when you don't know like what happened. Obviously, it's still new. It's still going on, so ain't nobody been caught, So are they out here just watching? Like, what could possibly be going on?
That woman told Wish TV that she was shaken after the cops found 2 decomposing bodies in a Greenwood home not far from US 31 and Smith Valley Road.
My question to myself was, damn, they're so close to me. How come I didn't hear that? How come I ain't hear no noise? How come I ain't hear no glass break?
And the Johnson County Coroner's Office says that they plan to do an autopsy this morning. In New York City last night, a Purdue student is out of federal custody after immigration agents detained her last week in New York. Yinso Go, known to her friends as Sue, was taken into custody Thursday after a visa hearing in Manhattan. She told Pix 11,
"It's so great. It's better than ever."
And the Department of Homeland Security says Go overstayed her visa by 2 years, but her attorney disagrees with that assessment. Terre Haute Mayor Brandon Sackbun says his city has been helped by $70 million in private investment. He tells Inside Indiana Business his mindset is out with the old and in with the new.
We've taken down some condemned, dilapidated buildings, getting set up for construction, a new apartment complex, a new hotel complex connected to our convention center.
And he says they're trying to cut the red tape when it comes to people getting building permits. Attorneys for the man convicted of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in Delphi in 2017 has filed a new request.
They want more time to file an appeal. I'm John Herrick. Richard Allen's attorneys say they have filed a motion for an extension because of the complaint complexities of the case. They want the deadline to be extended by 30 days. The deadline is currently August 5th, so if they got their wish, the new deadline would be September 5th. Allen was found guilty of 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of murder while kidnapping in November of 2024. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indianapolis Colts are getting ready for their first preseason game in Baltimore against the Ravens on Thursday night. The two teams will hold a joint practice this afternoon. You've probably heard that the Indiana Fever are doing pretty well without Caitlin Clark, who will miss her 5th game, or actually her 8th game in a row, as the team tries for its 6th win in a row tonight in L.A.
We're really just finding a way. I think chemistry, continuity, this is a team that really pulls for each other. It's a really deep team, so you can't really key on 1 or 2 players without Caitlin on the floor, especially. And they've got connectivity.
And that's Fever head coach Stephanie White talking to NBA Today on ESPN Monday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan. Greenwood's having trouble here this morning on the outbound direction, at least. We look at southbound 65 in Johnson County, and first we have a crash that's blocking the entrance from County Line Road to southbound 65. That entrance ramp is closed, and then we have a crash on southbound 65 at Main Street. That blocks 2 left lanes, and traffic is backed up from Main Street to Stop 11 Road right now, delay time of 9 minutes. Looking at northbound 65 south side, slow from Southport Road up to 465 again before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction, and a crash on southbound 69 exiting to 465. That crash is on the left side of the ramp. You can make all of your exits if you want. Traffic stop and go back to 106th Street. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what are you doing?
Hey, good morning. Boy, a little bit of a soggy start to your Tuesday morning. I don't think we're going to see the rain all day. This batch will move through. We'll see some dry time later today with some sunshine. It's going to be warm and muggy with highs near 84. We could see another round of a few spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder later this afternoon, but they should be few and far between. Tonight, a partly to mostly cloudy sky, mild and muggy, 67. On Wednesday, sunny and humid. We'll look for high temperatures right around 87, and we are going to look for maybe a spotty shower or thunderstorm into the afternoon. Again, not everyone is going to see that rain, though. Temperatures continue to stay into the mid and upper 80s for the end of the week, but it will be dry, it looks like, for Thursday and Friday.
So we asked the question to Marcus Bailey, your counterpart over there. August 23rd, West Fork Whiskey. Myself, actor-producer Nick Searcy, from Hollywood to the Heartland, the bourbon, the cigars, the food from Big Hoppa's Barbecue. Are you going to be joining us on August 23rd?
Well, I do have family coming into town, but I will see what I can do. I have yes. What do you mean? Well, yeah. Listen, I'm always looking for fun activities to share with my family.
Well, okay, family's more important. Sure.
Well, but listen, whiskey is also very important. Bourbon, very important. Very important.
No, you know what? Sounds a little hollow coming from you right now. That's
also, did you say barbecue?
Yes.
Brisket? Is brisket involved?
Have you not met me at... Gosh, it's hard sometimes.
Wow. Well, if brisket is involved.
Listen. To quote someone, not me. It's hard out here for a pimp. It is.
Stop it.
It is.
Ridiculous.
By the way, producer Carl, if you could isolate her saying "stop it," I'll use that one as well.
Do I just have like a file folder in there, or what?
Yeah, we kind of do. We've got, of course, this classic.
Yes.
Right? That's one of my favorites. And then you trying to pronounce shakshukas.
Shakshukas.
Right?
Oh.
So.
Oh, yes.
I got a few. I got a few from you right there. So, yeah, August 23rd. That is.
It's on my calendar. It literally is on my calendar.
Yeah, okay, but not in your heart. We'll work on that. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. And yes, August 23rd, from Hollywood to the Heartland, myself and actor-producer Nick Searcy. Tickets on sale tomorrow. If you go to TonyKatz.com, tickets are on sale right now. Just letting you know. What is up? And sponsorship still available. Yeah, you want to meet this crowd. This crowd is a good crowd. We've got 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:09. The chat room asked, will I talk about the Attorney General scandal? I'm like, I don't even think it's a scandal, but yeah, I'll talk about it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. What am I talking about with Micah Beckwith today? I'm talking about, well, this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what it is you're doing. Check, double check, and recheck. But there is so nothing here that the people want to make something of this are of the dopiest class of people possible. You would have to be the Indiana Democratic Party to think there's something here. Here's the story as I know the story as reported by the people over at Wish TV. Now, this happened while I was out for a couple days, and if WIBC has a story, I just didn't see it. That doesn't mean they don't have it. Here's the story as I know it. There was a post that took place, and the post said that we invite Micah Beckwith. Micah Beckwith is welcome at one of our church services. And so the account for the Lieutenant Governor, LG Micah Beckwith, reposted it. The person they reposted is Justin Zhang, Z-H-O-N-G. I don't know who Justin Zhang is. He is the senior evangelist, at Shore Foundation Baptist Church in Indianapolis. These are the people who were preaching from the pulpit, if you will, that gay and lesbian Hoosiers should kill themselves. Like, we talked about it. It's very messed up. What are you doing? What are you doing? So the post was nothing more than Micah Beckwith. I think they said the Lieutenant Governor is welcome to one of our church services. The account, I don't think it was Beckwith himself, not taking a second to look at who posted it rather just going with the actual post, reposted it. And then realizing who it was, less than 90 minutes later, deleted the post. Beckwith has come out to say that he is opposed to this. Once it was realized that this individual was connected to the Shore Foundation Baptist Church, the repost was immediately undone. The Lieutenant Governor unequivocally denounces all calls for violence directed at the LGBTQ plus community. I would just say we should be denouncing the calls to violence, but he was very specific here. Note that he was able to do that, and yet you cannot find Democrats who could say, we denounce anti-Semitism. No. We denounce all forms of hate and Islamophobia, right? They always have to throw that in there. So I'll give the LG kudos on that one. I will also say the following. I think the Lieutenant Governor has had a very hard time so far as Lieutenant Governor. I don't think he has managed himself well. I don't think he has managed his office very well. It could be far worse. He could be fake news Diego Morales. Diego Morales isn't even a Republican. Well, that's my take. He's not a conservative, not a Republican, fake news Diego Morales. That's who he is. He is the FNDM. But the fake news Diego Morales. What did you think it meant? It's the only thing it can mean. Oh, wait a second. Am I allowed to get away with calling him the FN Diego Morales? And then people can just shorten that up? We'll see. Maybe that'll stick. But this is amateurish. You got to check who it is that's coming at you. You got to check who it is that's talking to you. We've all made the mistake, and after you make the mistake, you don't make the mistake again, but you're in elected office. And no, you've made ridiculous comments. You've engaged, I think, on this show rather poorly in our conversations. I think you got to get better at what you do. It's been 7 months? It's been we're in August, 8 months. It's time to get better at what you do, Lieutenant Governor. It's time for your office to be better at this. That's all. But as for, you think the LG is in league with Shore Foundation Baptist Church? No, you don't believe that. I don't believe that. No rational person believes that, which means the Indiana Democratic Party will totally believe that. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, Johnson County looking at 2 crashes. The first one southbound 65 at County Line Road, and we have a little more light that the sun is coming up. And yeah, it's a crash blocking everything except for the center lane, stopping traffic past Stop 11 Road, and right now only 1 lane available. The entrance from County Line Road to southbound 65 is closed for the moment. And then about a mile down the road is southbound 65 and Main Street. That is a crash, and it's blocking 2 left lanes right now. We have a car that's underneath a semi-trailer here, so it's a bad crash. Traffic is stopped all the way past Stop 11 Road again, and delay time running to get through all of that about 35 minutes on. Consider using US 31 instead. Northbound 65 on the south side, slow Southport Road to Thompson, then again after South Keystone Avenue to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage for a limited time. Get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
The Indiana State Fair. It is a Hoosier masterpiece, a summer tradition like no other. I love the fair, the food, the concerts, more food, the tap room, the dairy bar, and coming up on August 14th, it's AAA Hoosier Motor Club Day, where AAA Hoosier Motor Club members get in free. AAA Day at the Indiana State Fair. You don't pay admission, just show your AAA card, and you are in for a full day of fun. And also going on right now is your chance to win a free music vacation with AAA's Ultimate Concert Sweepstakes. This includes 2 concert tickets to any Live Nation venue in the United States, plus airfare, hotel, and $200 to spend. Register online or on AAA Hoosier Motor Club's social media page. And if you subscribe to receive AAA Hoosier Motor Club emails, you get 5 additional entries. Visit AAA.com or call 844-GO, AAA GO, or stop by that local AAA office.
Hey to all the grown-ups out there. So summer slowly fades and backpacks fill up again, and we know the school year can sometimes bring stress, but we want to encourage you from Life Church that God's word can bring peace. Isaiah 41 says, "Don't worry, I'm with you. Don't be afraid, I'm your God. I will make you strong and will help you." Whether it's the first day of kindergarten or senior year, know you're not alone. God is with you, and we will be praying for students, parents, and teachers too. Parents, you can do this. We will help you. LifeChurchIN.com.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year, or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Getting ready for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com, the kitchen, the bathroom, the basement. If it's inside the four walls, Booher Remodeling takes care of it all. Personalize your space. Make it work for you. Make it be about your personality, whether it be the kitchen or the bathroom. Stylize the way you want it done, the way you've envisioned it. That's what Booher Remodeling can do. Talk to you about what it is you're looking to have done through their 5-step design process. And that consultation is step one, to get to know you, to understand your aesthetic, to understand your wants and desires, and then make that happen through that preliminary design and then developing it out. Only then does that construction begin, and every day you know exactly what's happening, so there is no stress. The best material, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana, the highest quality brand names you know and trust. Booher Remodeling, delivering quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. Talk to them today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn, because there is more. I actually have a ton of stuff, including this Purdue student who, I'm sorry, there's a story here that we should be asking ourselves. I'll get to that at 7:45. If you ever wanted the answer to the question, hey, is Elizabeth Warren a communist? The answer is yes. Oh, Tony, you just throw communist around everywhere. Sorry, but if the sickle fits. By the way, I saw the Sickle Fits open up for Oingo Boingo in 1993. Great show. Sickle Fits. Try and get that from Sean Copeland. Well, I'm going after Sean. He's a nice guy. Elizabeth Warren, the senator from the People's Republic of Massachusetts, is that what we call it now? She's out there campaigning for Zohran Mamdani, because it's always important to campaign for a guy who is a full-on socialist, sorry, communist, sorry, Islamist, who wants to have city-run grocery stores and wants to defund the police. And she was asked the question, is this what the Democratic Party should look like?
Senator, is this what the future of the party you hope, progressive, social, is this what the party should look like? The Democratic Party moving forward?
You bet.
Senator.
You bet. Okay. Best of luck winning. I only hope that what we're seeing and what we're experiencing is factual, that this is the stuff that people are moving away from. They don't want any part of this nonsense, this bigotry, these weak-minded ideas, and they are weak. Which brings us to Senator Warren on CNBC, where if you want to know what demeaning sounds like, and elitist sounds like, and, well, what a weak woman sounds like.
You mentioned Mamdani, and you are in New York, sort of speaking in behalf of him to a certain extent. You know, I wonder, though, often we see this, and this is a local election. New York does not operate in a vacuum. It competes with other cities. And so this idea of somehow raising taxes on the wealthiest New Yorkers, who, by the way, I would point out, pay roughly 15% of their income right now between city and state, raising taxes on them will simply drive them away. Shouldn't the focus of a mayor be on delivering services to the constituents of the city and doing that by raising the most revenue as possible without chasing businesses and the high-income taxpayers out of the city because they can go to Austin, they can go to Dallas, they can go to Atlanta, they can go to Nashville. This is your issue. It's a national issue, not a local issue.
The issue is affordability. Do you know how many working families are chased out of New York City every day because they can't afford housing, they can't afford groceries, they can't afford child care? What Zoran is saying is I want people to be able to afford to live in New York City. That's what keeps it a vibrant city. That's what makes people want to live
Nobody
here.
disagrees with that, Senator, but raising taxes in order to do it?
Oh,
why is that
goodness.
the answer?
Oh, dear. Are you worried that billionaires are going to go hungry?
No.
There it is. It's hate. It isn't a smart observation. It isn't a decent thing to say. It's hate. She hates you if you make a living. Now, you say to me, Tony, she's talking about billionaires. That's today. Haven't we already seen this? Eventually, it comes down to you. If you believe that other people's money should be your money, eventually everybody is other people's money. Well, Tony, that's a slippery slope. It's the only slope that exists. Listen to her again.
Taxes in order to do it?
Oh,
why is that
goodness.
the answer?
Oh, dear. Are you worried that billionaires are going to go hungry?
No, I'm worried that they're going to leave and spend their money elsewhere.
You know, they've threatened to do that over and over and over.
And they have. They've left.
But here's the thing.
And Goldman Sachs, when they create new jobs, they do it in Dallas. And Blackstone won't build a new headquarters. And go on and on.
You want to have a workable city? You want to have a city that's vibrant? You want to have a city where the streets are full, where there are things for sale 24 hours a day?
I do. And you can't have that when Democrats are in charge of a city. We've proven this, right? Pick your big city. New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco. How's that going? The only reason Indianapolis works is because the state is so strong. And the state's not even strong enough. And we should ask ourselves the question in the reverse. We should be engaging in a full Frederick Bastiat conversation about the unseen. What have these progressives who run this city, what have they cost the city? What business have we not gotten? Love an answer to that question. Don't forget, the progressive communists like Elizabeth Warren and Zoran Mamdani, they hate you. And they believe that you will just be there for the taking. And they will take. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, checking on crashes in Greenwood right now, both going southbound 65. The first one at County Line Road is blocking everything but the center lane right now. Also, the entrance ramp from County Line Road to southbound 65 is partially blocked because of this crash. So the whole thing's a mess. Traffic is jammed up. Back to Southport Road with a delay time right now of 30 minutes. And then after that, a crash southbound 65. This one's at Main Street, and it looks like it's mostly cleared for the moment. We do have action on the right side of the interstate, a partial block to the right lane. So we do have a slowdown from Main Street back to County Line Road. So that's two crashes about 1.5 miles apart from County Line to Main Street. It'll take you some time to get through there. Northbound 65 slows from Stop 11 Road to Southport Road, then again South Keystone to the South Split because of construction. Good morning, Fishers. Crash inbound 69 and 465 on the exit to 465. It's on the shoulder, causing a slowdown past 106. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Jeff Boggs will join us. Rumors of a Nigel sighting. Let's go.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you. and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Mike loves summer in Indy, but he hates to paint. So he called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. And right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino!
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield. Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The coroner's office in Johnson County has updated the case on two bodies found in a home. Light rain on radar, 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. A mother and her son were found dead in a home in Greenwood along Greenway Street Monday. The Johnson County Coroner's Office confirmed the identities as 33-year-old Karen Clay and her son Carter. Both lived at the home. This woman lives in the same neighborhood, which is near US 31 and Smith Valley Road.
I do live with my fiance, but it is a little unsettling when I am here by myself, just being a younger female, and just puts a little fear in your head.
Speaking with Wish TV, autopsies are scheduled for today to determine the cause and manner of death. IMPD says a man was shot during a robbery late last night on Indy's west side. Officers responding to a report of gunfire along Pershing Avenue right after 10 o'clock. And while they were headed to the scene, they got word that the man had crawled more than a mile asking for help.
If nobody had called, he would have had to probably try to crawl out into the street, and who knows if somebody had seen him and not hit him. So in this case, the neighbors definitely helped.
And that's IMPD Captain Don Weilhammer. Police continue to look into this. An execution is set in Tennessee this morning, and Fox's Gurnell Scott has more.
Byron Black is set to be executed today for the murder of his girlfriend and her two daughters in 1988. Governor Bill Lee did not grant a requested reprieve. The state has battled with Black's lawyers over the implanted defibrillator he has and whether it should be turned off before a lethal drug is administered. For now, the device remains activated. Officials insist Black would not feel its shock to the heart once the execution drug pentobarbital takes effect. Black's attorneys say he may be unresponsive but still able to feel pain. The Death Penalty Information Center says it's not aware of a similar case.
And the execution is set to take place in about 2.5 hours in Nashville. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says Democratic state lawmakers who left the state should be punished after refusing to let Republicans vote on a new congressional map.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott told Fox News State House Democrats who fled the state, denying Republicans a needed quorum to vote on a new congressional map, should face a consequence.
And I believe they have
forfeited their seats in the state legislature because they're not doing the job they were elected to do.
He added that in some cases, a felony charge could apply to some of them.
It would be bribery if any lawmaker took money to perform or to refuse to perform an act in the legislature.
While it's typical to wait to redistrict until after new census data at the turn of each decade, Abbott said there was nothing illegal with drawing new lines now, as he noted 2 seats have Democratic Congress members but voted for President Trump last year.
And that's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal reporting gas prices across Indianapolis this morning, $3.23 a gallon, says Gas Buddy. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Fever are rolling without Caitlin Clark. She'll miss her 8th game in a row tonight because of that groin injury as they play the LA Sparks. Head coach Stephanie White told ESPN that chemistry and consistency are driving their 5-game winning streak.
This is a team that really pulls for each other. It's a really deep team, so you can't really key on 1 or 2 players without Caitlin on the floor, especially. And they've got connectivity on both ends. I think our defense has improved. Offensively, we're moving the ball, getting a lot of players touches. The ball's finding the right shot.
And tonight's game tips off at 10. Catch the Fever game coverage at 9:30 on 107.5 The Fan. The Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens will hold a joint practice today right before they square off Thursday in Indianapolis's first preseason game of the season. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, we're down in Greenwood and we have trouble. It's southbound 65. And crashes at County Line Road at Main Street. The crash at Main Street is blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic to County Line. And the crash at County Line has mostly cleared. Traffic still backed up to Southport Road, so we have a delay moving through there at the moment. It's going to subside a little bit now that crash at County Line Road is cleared. Northbound 65 stop-and-go South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. It's a crash on the exit east side, eastbound 72-465 ramp is open. It is partially blocked. And Hamilton County coming down from Fisher, southbound 69 on the exit 2465. That's a crash partially blocking the exit ramp. The ramp is open. Traffic slow back to 116th Street. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Since 1983, over 80,000 customers have trusted their home to B Window.
We're now employee-owned, and that means we treat your home like it's our own.
From energy-efficient windows that can cut your energy costs by up to 50%.
To stylish doors, siding, and custom bathroom models, we have you covered.
And every project is backed by our industry-leading warranty.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at
B Window,
we mean business.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy. 101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, Jukebox Hero. Except, I don't know who really wants a jukebox. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? The live stream is happening over there at YouTube, Facebook.com/93WIBC. Just be sure to look for 93WIBC and subscribe. You'll see myself. You will see Matt Bear. You will see producer Carl. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it, IndianaUnclaimed.gov, or text my name, Tony, to 46220 and get your money, IndianaUnclaimed.gov. So what happens is that during downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. They have all sorts of stuff on the Marketplace, and some of it I share with you. And this, Matt Bear, it's good to have you back, Matt.
Oh, it's great to be here, man. Thank you.
Right? You weren't here yesterday, and everything was kind of off.
I'm sure it was fantastic.
Right? Would you like to tell us where you were? Like I admitted last week I was visiting my mother in Florida, who asked about you twice.
Oh, God bless her.
She did.
What a sweetheart.
She did. First, she asked how you were doing, and then she asked, hey, does he have my money? I don't know what that meant.
Well, that's between her and I, Tony.
Okay.
And I'd rather not put
That's
that
between
on
you
the
and
air.
Diane. Fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
Not weird.
No.
All right? I'm just saying this right now. I'll never call you Dad.
Well, so what? I owe your mom money. I mean, things happen, That's why.
So do you want to tell us where you were, or you were going to leave that as a
I
secret?
went to the zoo. Thank you very much. And I had a great time at the zoo with my sister and my niece, and it was an absolute blast. And she is a terrific mother, and I enjoyed every minute. And that's what I need on my time off, just a little family, a little fun. And it was a blessing, man. I can't say anything else about it because it was just, it was everything I needed. So it's just like one day at the zoo. The zoo's a magical place, man. It is such a good place. So yeah, it was. It was everything I needed. Just a little time out of the schedule there, get to come back, hang out with all of you guys, and everything's terrific.
You know who used to say the zoo is a magical place until he realized how wrong he was?
Who's that?
Harambe.
Oh wow. Too soon.
Yeah, probably.
Boy, yeah, he got it bad, didn't he?
This right here is a jukebox, Matt Bear.
Yeah.
An AMI Road jukebox that plays 45s, like the actual album. People don't know what a 45 is. There was life before downloads. There were CDs. There was digital audio tape. There were cassettes. There were 8-tracks. There were things called records. There was a phonograph. An old Victrola, wouldn't you know? And if you want your Victrolas, please go to Ethan Hatcher. Saturdays on the Circle. He'll hook you up. This is an actual jukebox. Plays 45s, and you can have this in your home, Matt Bear.
It's huge.
It's gigantic, and it's colorful.
Does it come with the 45s, or do I have to load it with my own records?
I think you have to load it with your own record. It might come with some, but you might have to load it with your own, like your favorites.
Can I just hook up an iPod Nano? just plug it in.
Yes.
Be like, oh,
yes.
Wow, yeah, my jukebox has 1,500 songs here.
Right. You just go get yourself an iPod Nano. Just go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Make that happen. Are you saying you're not interested in a jukebox?
No, I don't want this. I don't have a garage. I don't have a man cave, and that's the only thing it'd be good for. It's huge. That's why they made the iPod Nano and digital music, so you don't have to have a giant jukebox in the middle of your living room or your garage. So
they made the iPod Nano, which is no longer available. It hasn't been available for over a decade.
No, we went beyond that. We're on digital music. I found out you don't need Napster anymore to get music. So
right.
I learned this over the weekend. You can just get a Spotify subscription.
Yep. People aren't even sharing music on MySpace anymore. It's like, what's going on?
Hey, by the way, you're up to my third favorite friend on MySpace now.
Thank you.
Because you've been commenting so much, so thank you. I appreciate it.
I searched up some stuff about MySpace on AskJeeves.com.
Did you now? And you found Ask Jeeves through Yahoo.
I did. I went to CompuServe and I said, Netscape, load it up.
Dial-up modem.
Right?
Boy, those were the days.
It was a good impression.
Yeah,
it was a good impression.
So. And then mom picks up the phone while you're downloading an image that takes 4 hours.
Right.
You got to talk about that at the dinner table, and it just sucks, you never had that happen? You were never downloading a really large image on your dial-up modem, and your mom pick up the phone?
Well, I guess it all depends. What kind of image, Matt?
No. Come on, Carl. No. Yeah, say you love mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe naked people standing on those mountains.
Right. We had figured out what you meant by mountains well before you said anything else.
Baby. All the way. No, I'm just
saying. Are you in for this jukebox for $500?
Hell no. No, I don't want it anywhere near me.
All right.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a party pooper. It's just I don't.
I am just not going to give up the space for it, but it's cool. And if you want it, it is there. It's listed in Plainfield. We'll have it up at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
It's hot out there. The weather's hot.
And when we say hot,
But the headlines, they're even hotter.
I mean extremely hot.
The news of the day is heating up.
IMPD officers shot at least 3 times. One suspect was also shot.
Diego Morales, Secretary of State, and his bizarro international travel.
Playing out right in front of us every single day.
Stay cool.
Finally, a cool down is coming.
Stay informed.
All the information right here.
Stay with 93 WIBC.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every shingle time. Free inspections, honest advice, and top-quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com. Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's happening?
Crash clear southbound 65 Johnson County. It's at County Line Road, but after that, crash cleanup continues. Southbound 65 at Main Street, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic past County Line Road for a 7-minute delay, and also still a little bit slow on southbound 65 at Southport Road because of the earlier crash. Northbound 65 slows Southport Road to 465, then stops South Keystone Avenue into the South Split because of construction. Southbound 65 70 loaded from the North Split down to Fletcher Avenue. Crash east side eastbound S70 going to 465. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Lawrence Duttler, president of Sun Title, who has been an Applied Innovation customer for 20 years.
Well, to be honest, it was when it came to having copiers and scanners, there was really no other choice but to go to Applied. I mean, it was the service level, the people.
Then you discovered Applied Innovation also provided network support and security.
And when we found out, that was an easy decision to make. They've got a great team of folks that understand just overall computers, networks, that kind of thing.
How has Applied Innovation benefited Sun Title for 2 decades?
You've got to be in the foxhole with somebody. Our business is about being tech-enabled. It's about servicing our clients. So their service to me as a client gives me the ability to serve our clients better.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
It's Terry Stacy, and not too many locally owned businesses in Central Indiana have been around 80 years, but Cardwell Do It Best Home Center on the south side has stood the test of time. This year, Cardwell Do It Best is celebrating 80 years of serving Indianapolis, and they're saying thank you with some really great deals. Cardwell Do It Best is your discount roofing headquarters, featuring dimensional roofing as low as $21 per bundle. With a wide variety of colors in stock, you'll find the perfect match for your home. Need to freshen up inside? Check out their full line of best look quality paints by Sherwin-Williams with paint and primer in one and custom computer paint matching to get your color just right. And for the yard, they carry a full line of trusted lawn and garden products, including Scott's Lawn Care to keep your grass green. Come celebrate 80 years strong at Cardwell Do It Best, locally owned, community trusted, and always ready to help you do it best. 3205 Madison Avenue, or shop online at cardwellhomecenter.com.
This is the soundtrack of summer.
And new memories are waiting at your Indiana State Fair.
It's $2 Tuesday at your Indiana State Fair. $2 rides, $2 food, and $2 admission all day today. $2 Tuesday presented by Indiana Secretary of State. The greatest deal of the summer. Plan your trip at indianastatefair.com.
Sounds like fun. Your Indiana State Fair, presented by Get Prepared Indiana.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
The WIBC mashup is everything you love, from fiery debates to laugh-out-loud takes, all in one podcast. No weak sauce, just the best of the day each weekday. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
So the headline was, ICE agents detain Purdue University student in New York. And I said, okay, what is this story about? The story is about a student. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Where the Department of Homeland Security said she had overstayed her visa by 2 years. Well, if you've overstayed your visa, that's a problem. Her name is Yeonsu Go. She's called Sue by her friends. And it's reported from a local New York outlet that she came to the U.S. 4 years ago on a religious visa with her mother. Her mother lives in New York, is an Episcopal priest. Didn't know there was such a thing as a religious visa. Neither here nor there. She, the daughter, was scheduled to appear before an immigration court judge in October, but she went to go handle some paperwork and was arrested for overstaying her visa and spent about 5 days in a facility while they were figuring this out. People were getting together and protesting and saying, how dare you? And you've got a state representative, Chris Campbell of West Lafayette, saying arresting people outside of the courthouse proves that this isn't about legal immigration. It's even more concerning that her parents found out about her transfer to Louisiana from online records. Yes, she goes to school at Purdue, was in New York, got detained in New York, and was transferred to a facility in Louisiana while they worked it out. It's cruel. I urge for the release of Yeonsu Go and a proper review of her immigration status. Treat people with dignity regardless of their status. Representative Campbell, you are on really an ugly side of this. What exactly was not treated with dignity? Now, did she overstay her visa, or does her visa expire in December? I still don't have an answer to this question, and it's necessary. But this is a great example of things that happen to people every single day, Representative. And I would like to know, if you are so concerned about how paperwork by the government can get screwed up and impact people's lives, what are you doing in the state of Indiana to reduce the paperwork that screws up our lives, the regulation that screws up our lives? When a business owner can't get somebody to do a check to see if they can get permitting, do you care? Do you care if they're delayed a day, a week, or longer, building permits and what have you? Do you care about the regulation that makes it near impossible, in some cases, for people to do the work necessary to grow a business or to enjoy their lives? What do you say when Child Family Services takes the wrong child from the wrong home? Do you have a thought to this? Now, maybe you do, and I invite you on the air to discuss it. But the point that I make is that you and I may actually have a common ground. And that common ground is government is not efficient and we have way too much paperwork. And that paperwork can become confusing, and that paperwork can become improper, and the systems sometimes don't keep up. Maybe less. But the less should be for American citizens, not for her. Sure, she's a nice person from South Korea, going to school, in the pharmacy department there, Purdue College of Pharmacy. Fine, but until you start focusing on ensuring that the lives of Hoosiers, American citizens, have less burden from government paperwork and government issues, I really don't think you should be complaining about what happened with what seems to be the system working. They saw she overstayed her visa. A judge said, wait, you can't take her. Then she was released to her mother in New York. So what exactly is the issue here? What exactly are you talking about when you're talking about treating people with dignity? You want to make the argument that no person is here illegally, and I make the argument that that's a silly argument. The argument should be that government gets things wrong. The argument should be is that we have too much paperwork and too many things in the way of us being able to live our lives. And I want you, Representative Campbell, working on that in the state of Indiana for Hoosiers. Not grandstanding on a subject on the national stage because, ooh, look, it happened in my district. Yippee. I have 5 microphones and no waiting, and you're more than welcome to join us. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Greenwood, southbound 65 crash at Main Street exit 99, and right now, 2 left lanes are closed in that southbound direction of travel at Main Street. Traffic is jammed up past Stop 11 Road. Delay time at 25 minutes. Northbound 65 also struggling south side. Southport Road up to 465 because of construction. And then we are jammed after South Keystone Avenue through the Raymond Street interchange because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Are you still putting screens on your gutters? You know, if the holes are too big, debris gets in and you're still cleaning your gutters. If the holes are too small, it sits on top and now you're cleaning the screens. I have Gutter Helmet on my home and it has no holes, slots, or screens. It keeps the debris out and the water in. Since 1981, Gutter Helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection. Right now, Gutter Helmet is offering a 17% discount plus 12 months no interest financing if paid in full within 12 months. Call 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, to schedule a free estimate. 17% off, restrictions apply, and cannot be combined with other offers. Call Gutter Helmet today at 800-5HELMET. That's 800-5HELMET or GutterHelmetIndy.com and never clean your gutters again.
For the first time ever, Low T Center is now offering hormone replacement therapy for women. Low T doesn't just affect guys. In fact, testosterone can benefit women as well. Other treatment options are available to help women balance their hormones and bring back balance to their life with in-center and at-home treatment options. Find out which treatment center is right for you at Low T Center. Ladies can come to any Low T Center, get a test that includes a full hormone panel and further analysis to treat the whole patient, looking at lab results and how you feel to create a personalized hormone therapy plan just for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine how much better you'll feel when your hormone levels are restored. Guys, if you haven't taken your T test yet, then what are you waiting for? Ladies and gentlemen, both, it's time to take control of your health with Low T Center. For more information about men getting their lives back or balancing women's hormones for a better you, book that appointment right now at FixMyLowT.com. FixMyLowT.com.
Indianapolis was built for speed, electricity, and nonstop action. So was Live Golf. So where better to crown a new individual champion? Leading the pack, Rahm, DeChambeau, and Neiman. But only one can be the victor. So be at Chatham Hills August 15th to 17th as Live Golf gets even louder. With a doubleheader concert from Riley Green and Jason Derulo. Tickets are already flying out of the gate. Hurry and grab yours now at livegolf.com.
We all have people in our lives we interact with. Maybe it's your favorite barista, a neighbor who waves to you every morning, a coworker you grab lunch with, or maybe it's me, the hairstylist you've gone to for years. What if you learned I had a substance use disorder? Would it change how you see me? It's okay to see the addiction, But when you choose to see the person, not just their disease, it can help change someone's life. Learn more at seebeyondtheaddiction.org.
Hey, it's Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. Jim Scott is the owner, and he says they stand behind their work just like American Standard stands behind their equipment.
We give everybody a 3-year labor warranty, and then the manufacturer gives 10 years. So, yeah, people are pretty well set.
If you're in Clinton, Boone, or Hamilton County, call Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, 765-601-1461. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
For nearly 100 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, we take a big picture approach, connecting you with the right experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Wealth Management, here for every chapter of your financial story.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what the Johnson County Coroner's Office is saying about two people found dead inside of a home. How long a man will spend in prison for hitting an IMPD officer with his car, and a check on Notre Dame's fall football camp. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
Will Israel try to take over and occupy Gaza? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what the Security Cabinet will consider today. With no ceasefire deal in place with Hamas, Fox's Alex Hogan reports.
After truce talks fell through, Israeli officials are now reportedly discussing expanding the offensive in the Strip. It's been 668 days since the start of the war. Of the hostages still held in Gaza, 20 are believed to still potentially be alive. Among them is Eviatar David. Hamas released a video of the 24-year-old appearing emaciated in a tunnel.
Now, there's also an international outcry about starving Palestinians and deadly attacks on crowds near Gaza food distribution sites. The U.S. and Israel are blaming Hamas for stealing a lot of the food that's been sent in. Dozens of Democratic Texas lawmakers remain out of state to block a vote in the legislature on congressional redistricting that could give the GOP 5 more House seats in the 2026 elections. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick tells Fox.
We've had over 2 million people move here in the last couple of years. They're voting more and more Republican, and they deserve and want Republican representation in Congress.
And as Governor Abbott threatens to arrest the lawmakers and try to bring them back to Texas,
some Democratic governors like New York Governor Kathy Hochul and California Governor Gavin Newsom are threatening to retaliate. They're considering options to redraw their own state congressional lines if Republicans in Texas move forward with their plans.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. The Trump administration is escalating a new investigation into an old one, reviewing what the president calls the Russia hoax.
Attorney General Pam Bondi signed this order directing an unnamed U.S. federal prosecutor to take evidence to a grand jury relating to an alleged conspiracy to tie then 2016 presidential candidate Donald Trump to Russia.
Fox's David Spunt, Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard's recently declassified documents she alleges shows intel about Russian influence was manipulated by the Obama administration. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
2 people found dead in a home in Greenwood. Light rain on radar, but the rain is tapering off. 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick for SeeBeyondTheAddiction.org. Here's what's trending at 8:02. A mother and her 3-year-old son were found dead in a home in Greenwood on Monday. The Johnson County Coroner's Office has just identified them as Karen Clay and her son Carter. They lived right off of US 31 and Smith Valley Road. People that live in that neighborhood tell Wish TV they are shocked.
My question to myself was, damn, they're so close to me. How come I didn't hear that? How come I ain't hear no noise? How come I ain't hear no glass break?
Autopsies are planned to help figure out how they died. Investigators are still looking into this. A Purdue University student is out of federal custody this morning after being detained last week by immigration agents in New York. Yin So Go, known to her friends as Sue, was taken into custody Thursday after a visa hearing in Manhattan.
Everything just feels surreal. I don't think the reality hit me yet.
So speaking to Pix TV 11, after being released yesterday, the 20-year-old came to the United States from South Korea in 21 with her mother, an Episcopal priest, and was preparing to return to West Lafayette for a new school year. The Department of Homeland Security said that she overstayed her visa by 2 years. A man who hit an Indianapolis cop with a car is going to prison for 7 years. He admitted to taking drugs and using the car as a weapon. One charge, battery on a public safety official, was dropped during the case. Prosecutors had pushed for a full decade in prison, but the judge settled on 7 court records show that man's name is Terrence Shane. There's been investment into the city of Terre Haute. John Herrick reports on what the mayor has planned next.
Terre Haute Mayor Brandon Sackman says his city has been helped out by $70 million from private investment. He tells Inside Indiana Business his mindset is out with the old and in with the new.
We've taken down some condemned, dilapidated buildings, getting set up for construction, a new apartment complex, a new hotel complex connected to our convention center.
He says they're trying to make building permits a quick and easy process online so that more people can come to his city and have a reason to stay there. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Notre Dame's defense isn't just about stopping plays, it's about setting a tone, and that's exactly what the new defensive coordinator Chris Ash is doing during this fall camp.
New Notre Dame defensive coordinator Chris Ash isn't just coaching a unit, he's cultivating a mindset. As fall camp heats up in South Bend, Ash is emphasizing consistency, communication, and relentless effort. He says the Irish defense is focused on mastering the fundamentals and building trust, one rep at a time. With rising stars in the secondary and a deep rotation up front, he believes the defense could be elite, but only if it plays together, fast, and smart. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, downtown Ryan, southbound 6570, crash in the south split. And we have the center lane block, stopping traffic back to the north split. And on to westbound 70 back to rural. East side crash on the exit from eastbound 72 465. 2 right lanes are blocked. The ramp is open. Man is slow. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic. South Fort Road up to Thompson because of construction. And southbound 65 stopped from Southport Road down to Main Street. That's because of a crash blocking 2 left lanes. They're delayed 17 minutes at the moment. Inbound 69, earlier crash causing stop-and-go traffic after 116th Street, 282nd. Everything's open there. The crash is clear. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Hey, good morning. We've got some rain moving through the area right now. We look like we're going to see some dry time later this afternoon. I think by about the lunch hour, look for dry conditions. Some sunshine. It's going to be warm and muggy. Just a slight chance of a spotty afternoon shower. High temperatures near 84. Mainly cloudy tonight, 67. And sunny and humid heading into your Wednesday. A spotty afternoon shower possible with highs into the upper 80s. And those upper 80s continue. It's going to feel more humid Thursday and Friday. But at least we will see some dry conditions for the end of the week.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, as always, we thank you. 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07. Spinning faster, but just for today. It's a really kind of fascinating story. You can find it at TonyKatz.com. I'm Tony Katz. This is 93 WIBC. How you doing? Mysterious boost to Earth's spin will make today one of the shortest days on record. I do not know why this is. There is a shift in the Earth's rotation, making our days milliseconds shorter. Could you do me a favor, Producer Carl?
Yes.
Will you reach out to someone at IU or someone at Purdue to join me on Tony Katz today to explain why it is we're all going to die? Which is what I assume what happens when the Earth's axis starts moving or somehow we have more spin. When our rotation is all akimbo. Seriously, find me a scientist who can explain this to me. August 5th, that's today. The solar day will be ever so slightly shorter than usual, according to space.com. That's an actual website, space.com. It's not only one of the shortest days of 2025, but since records began. It will be just 1.25 milliseconds under the 86,400 second mark. But it's part of a trend baffling scientists. Earth is spinning faster after decades of slowing down. Our planet's rotation has been speeding up in recent years, which I assume it's all global warming. Guys, it's global warming or it's the fault of the Jews. You figure it out. I don't know. What am I, supposed to be in charge of everything? I can handle bourbon, cigars, and the steaks, right? At any moment, I can provide you with just hours of entertainment delights.
Cooking a steak, wouldn't it be great? You could be my mate, cooking a steak. For goodness sake, will you please be my mate and come and cook a steak? Steak.
We had good times, didn't we? That was before your time, Producer Carl. That was before your time when we were all about the Meatless Monday. And I went through every restaurant. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I was a fan, though, Tony.
Oh, thank you, Boo. Thank you, fan of the Meatless Monday. Who wasn't? Who wasn't? I'll tell you who. Vegan animals. They're fine. You be vegans. You feel free. More steak for me. I want to know why this is happening. This is super weird. That there's no explanation. Wait, hold on. Better yet, that they were able to figure it out. You were able to figure out that the Earth was spinning 1.25 milliseconds faster? How? Like, I want the whole story. I want every part of this. And what I'm asking for is an expert who could be like, okay, here's what's going on. Put down the special vape pen and listen. And if you've got a scientist who has a special vape pen, even better, because it's going to be a way better explanation. The story is at TonyKatz.com. It's fascinating stuff. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. Good morning.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 Among 2025's hottest markets, home values have risen and are holding strong. Now is a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Luke and Emma in Franklin said, we began building our new dream home, and we needed to sell our old place at the great price to pay for it. The Mark Dietel team made it easy with multiple offers in the first weekend and closed in 25 days at the price we wanted. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Talk to Mark Dietel today. 317-755-4232. Great guy. You're going to have a great conversation. You're going to enjoy talking to Mark. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel. D-I-E-T-E-L. markdietel.com.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Serving in the military requires great sacrifices, not just for one's country, but also for one's family. Not surprisingly, divorce for soldiers is especially difficult, and it raises a number of challenges that are peculiar to military divorce, things such as deployments, relocation, retirement benefits. These issues can be complicated. So if you're a soldier facing such challenges, go to CordellCordell.com.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what up?
Yeah, Tony, looking in Greenwood and southbound 65 at Main Street, exit 99. That is crashed. Cleanup continuing, and they just pulled out of the lanes of the interstate, so all lanes are now open. Traffic is still slow back to Southport Road. That should start to take care of itself now that the lanes have reopened. Northbound 65 slows from Southport Road to 465 because of construction, and then northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone Avenue past the South Split. That's because of construction and a crash. Northbound 65 right around Fletcher, blocking the left lane, causing that slowdown. And then inbound 70 is slow from Earl Street to the north. Split crash eastbound as 70 exiting to 465. The ramp is open, partially blocked. And then a crash southbound 465 on the exit to westbound 70, blocking the left lane. Traffic sponsored by Aleve. Traffic and body pain can slow you down, but don't let the pain stop you. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief so you can keep moving. Use as directed. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Why do so many basement companies want half the money up front? Could it be because it's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they don't ask for a deposit until the job is done and you're completely satisfied. They even start with a free inspection to ensure you know exactly what your home needs without the guesswork. With over 35 years experience, they've proven that trust is built on results, not deposits. Michaelis, building trust beneath your feet. Visit michaeliscorp.com.
So Bondi is sending the referral to the grand jury. I think that this is the right thing to do. I support it in every way. What we're discussing is what it is these so-called elected officials, I shouldn't say so-called, they were elected shamefully, what they did to lie to America, what they did to push a story that was clearly false from the beginning, where journalists engaged in no journalism and then demanded your fealty regarding Russia. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. You had Tulsi Gabbard sending these referrals to the Department of Justice. Now, a convening of a grand jury doesn't mean that anything is going to happen. It doesn't. What it means is that we at least have the opportunity to find out more. I am under no delusions, guys. No one's going to jail. Shamefully, no one's going to jail. Do I believe they should? My God, I think much worse should happen. They made up a story to derail a presidency to let the people who voted for Donald Trump in 2016 know that they shouldn't be allowed to have a voice. This has always been about you. Every bit of it. Hillary Clinton hates you. Barack Obama hates you. Andrew McCabe, James Comey, James Clapper, John Brennan, Loretta Lynch. They hate you. They hate you. I have argued this for years. This might be the thesis of my entire life. The hardcore left is progressive, which is to say today's American left hates you for who you are and what you believe. But most importantly, they hate you for not thinking like they do, and they want to punish you for it. That's the amended version. They want to punish you for it, and that's exactly what they did. There are people out there who don't think like I do. Okay. I think they're wrong. In some cases, I think they're silly. In some cases, I think it's just a difference of opinion. In some cases, I think they're flat out dangerous. Never once did I say, for their thoughts, throw them in jail. For their thoughts, don't allow them to vote. I said, don't vote for them because of what they believe. Never once that they should be in jail for what they believe. That they shouldn't be allowed to vote, that their vote shouldn't count for what they believe. What they believe might be valueless. But sadly, if you will, they're still allowed to believe it. Or maybe better to the point, joyfully. Because I don't want to be told what it is I'm allowed to believe or think. Because if I can't think this, I might have to think what those people think, and those people are just wrong. This is better. They lied. They all lied. Russia was a lie. The Russia collusion thing was a fever dream of the Hillary campaign in conjunction with the Soros team, in conjunction with the Democratic Party, in league with the White House, which covered it all up. Just like they covered up Hunter Biden and the laptop from hell. They covered it up. Every time you don't trust the New York Times, an angel gets its wings. You're better off. Every time you say, I think Jake Tapper is lying to me, you are one step closer to heaven. It's just the facts. Every time you say, I'm pretty sure Rachel Maddow is a liar, you're going to lose 5 pounds. That's the way it works. These people cannot be trusted, and everything they say is built to an agenda, and the agenda is not you, is not the truth, is not honesty, is not decency. Let us get into the story of decency and go round 2. Fine, producer Carl. Round 2 about Micah Beckwith. Good Lord. So the first story about the lieutenant governor has to do with something he reposted from a church. Hey, we'd love to have the lieutenant governor worship in our services. And so his team retweeted it. Then it turned out it came from that church that says that gay people should be attacked and killed, which we already called out here the second we heard about it because it was nuts. What is wrong with everybody? And then within 90 minutes, the lieutenant governor's team took it down. And I don't think there's any scandal there, except to say you got to be focused. You got to know what's going on. You do. You got to pay attention. And I don't think his team does enough of that. I don't think his team is focused enough on it. I think that he has had way too bad of a start as lieutenant governor. I'm not only talking about the politics, I'm talking about the personal. Hasn't been great, and he shouldn't think it's been great. Not at all. Not by a long shot. He shouldn't think it's been great. So that's one story. The other story involved... How am I describing this, producer Carl? The other story involves porn.
AI porn.
Good Lord. So here's how I know the story. The story is that allegedly there were a couple of people in his office, deputy chief of staff, and he's also the chief ethics officer. His name is Greg Poles. And a guy by the name of Devin Norick, a lawyer on contract with the office, watched a deepfake video of a lawmaker's wife in the lieutenant governor's state house office. So the story is that this staff to Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith looked at a video showing a lawmaker's wife seemingly topless via some kind of AI. And they watched it and they laughed. The incident, as reported by 24site.news, I don't know if they can be trusted or not, was reported to Beckwith's chief of staff. It's unclear whether anything was filed with the Indiana Ethics Commission, and that's that. Beckwith, I believe, has said there's absolutely no way this happened, but if anything like this happened, I'd fire people for it. No one's doing that in any state office, and we're not going to put up with it in my office. So now you want me to take a story that is complete and total hearsay from beginning to end, and you want me to do what with it? Oh, well, there goes Micah Beckwith. There is enough Micah Beckwith actually does that you can prove that he does, that you can talk about, that you don't need this. Until someone brings me proof of this, I am discounting this. Just like I haven't discussed it yet, there is a city county councilor, a Democrat by the name of Nick Roberts. Is that his name, producer Carl?
Sounds right.
And he's a young guy, and he's a lefty, and his politics are he's wrong, just wrong, and I don't know him personally at all. The story is that he went on a date with a woman, and the next thing you know, she's accusing him of this, that, and the other. I am not somebody who believes all women, and I do not know what to believe of the story or not. Until someone gives me something concrete, I've got nothing. As opposed to what we know happened in the mayor's office with Thomas Carl Cook and with Joe Hogsett, where we know what happened. So for the feminists of Indianapolis, don't ask me to get on Nick Roberts' case, Democrat Nick Roberts' case, until you do something about the sexual improprieties in the office right now. Feminists in Indianapolis. That's funny. Mostly because it doesn't actually exist. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Southbound 6570 crash at Fletcher Avenue, blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic into the north split. And on to westbound 70 back to rural Greenwood. Both crashes have cleared on southbound 65. There was one at County Line, one at Maine, and they have both cleared the interstate. Northbound 65 slow from Southport Road to 465 again. after South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 stop-and-go traffic from 106th Street down to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The Associated Press says the vast majority of Americans are concerned about grocery costs.
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Peace of mind in your investment portfolio is a must. Retirement planning needs to be in the taken care of column. It can't be something we worry about in our day-to-day. No. Matt Bear here for Trajan Wealth. I want to let you know about a must-see movie event my friends at Trajan Wealth are hosting September 25th at Flick's Brew House in Carmel. Go to retirementonthebrink.com to reserve your VIP seat now or call today. Learn more. 800-670-0366. Retirement on the Brink is a must-see for anyone nearing retirement or just now planning retirement. A one-night-only exclusive event provided by the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth. A one-night-only event. Go to retirementonthebrink.com to reserve your VIP seat now or call 800-670. Call 800-670-0366. Retirementonthebrink.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
In the construction business, you're only as good as your tools. That's why Quality Supply and Tool offers DeWalt products, like the 20-volt Max XR cordless 3-speed half-inch hammer drill. Buy one and get a 5-amp-hour battery free. That's a $100 value. Or buy two DeWalt 60-volt Max FlexVolt 12-amp-hour batteries and get one free. Only at Quality Supply and Tool and only while supplies last, or September 26th. With locations in West Lafayette, Bloomington, Jeffersonville, and Indianapolis, Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box. Store.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Since 1983, over 80,000 customers have trusted their home to B Window.
We're now employee-owned, and that means we treat your home like it's our own.
From energy-efficient windows that can cut your energy costs by up to 50%.
To stylish doors, siding, and custom bathroom models, we have you covered.
And every project is backed by our industry-leading warranty.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at
B Window,
we mean business.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why Indianapolis police are posted up at schools around the city this morning. You have a clear radar, and it's 66 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. The rain that was happening about 30 minutes ago has moved away from the city, going up to 87 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending. It's at 8:31.
Really, we're just going to be out here today. Our traffic units are out here on 10th Street, monitoring east and westbound for the school zone, to really remind everybody that, yeah, school is back in session.
IMPD holding a press conference a few minutes ago outside of Ben Davis High School.
When it comes to traffic safety, we're all in control of our own automobile. We're in control of what we do out here. It's our own personal choice. And so it's everybody's responsibility to make sure we're driving in a manner that's safest for everybody out here.
And police are asking you to put down the phones, especially around school zones, and take your time and do not go around buses when their stop arms are extended. IMPD says a man was shot during a robbery late last night on Indy's west side. Officers responding to a report of gunfire along Pershing Avenue right after 10. And while they were headed out to the scene, they got word that the man was crawling more than a mile asking for help.
If nobody had called,
he would have had to probably try to crawl out into the street, and who knows if somebody had seen him and not hit him. So in this case, the neighbors definitely helped.
IMPD Captain Don Weilhammer says police are still looking into this. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says Democratic state lawmakers who left the state should be punished after refusing to let Republicans vote on a new congressional map.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott told Fox News State House Democrats who fled the state, denying Republicans a needed quorum to vote on a new congressional map, should face a consequence.
And I believe they have forfeited their seats in the state legislature because they're not doing the job they were elected to do.
He added that in some cases a felony charge could apply to some of them.
It would be bribery if any lawmaker took money to perform or to refuse to perform an act in the legislature.
While it's typical to wait to redistrict until after new census data at the turn of each decade, Abbott said there was nothing illegal with drawing new lines now, as he noted 2 seats have Democratic Congress members but voted for President Trump last year.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal reporting. Tennessee is set to execute Byron Black this morning in about 90 minutes. Governor Bill Lee says he has no plans to intervene on Black's lethal injection. Richard Allen's attorneys want more time to file an appeal.
Allen was moved to a prison in Oklahoma last month. He was convicted of kidnapping and killing Abby Williams and Libby German in Delphi back in 2017 in a trial that ended in November of 2024. Allen says he's innocent. His attorneys say that despite their due diligence, they need more time to file an appeal because of how complex the case is. The due date is August 5th, so if their request was granted, the new deadline would be September 5th. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Gas prices up about 19 cents from where they were last week at this time to $3.23 a gallon across the capital city, says Gas Buddy. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Caitlin Clark will miss her 8th game in a row tonight with a groin injury as the Indiana Fever take on the LA Sparks.
I mean, it's day to day right now. Yeah. We're really just putting no timetable on it, going through the rehab process. And
that's Fever head coach Stephanie White telling ESPN Monday.
We're taking it one day at a time, really slow rolling it. She tried to come back a couple of times and just had setbacks along the way. So the most important thing for us is Caitlin's long-term health.
And White said Clark's impact on the offense is so profound that it makes it tough to build chemistry, but the team has managed to win 5 in a row.
Now we go smaller. We have a little bit more versatility, I would say, on the defensive end of the floor. But again, I think this group is just, we have some plug-and-play players. They don't care what their role is. They just want to get out there. They just want to compete.
Tonight's game in LA tips off at 10. Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen said Sunday both Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson will play Thursday in the Colts preseason opener against the Baltimore Ravens, but he did not say who will start. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Yeah, Ryan, crash downtown, southbound 65, 70 of Fletcher Avenue, blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic into the north split, and slowing down westbound 70 after Shadeland Avenue into the north split. Southbound 69, stop-and-go traffic, 106th Street down to 82nd. On the north side, westbound 465, slow from Meridian past Michigan Road. Northbound 465, stop-and-go 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 8:36.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, that is me, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Dow futures up 45, NASDAQ futures up 65. They had themselves a day yesterday for sure. Right now the Dow is at 44,350. The NASDAQ 23,363. Oil prices down again, $65.43 on the West Texas crude, $67.97 on the Brent crude. The 10-year Treasury back up a little bit, just a little bit, 4.21%. Trump speaking this morning, saying that Secretary Bessent, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, does not want to be the Fed chair. Trump saying, I asked him just last night, is this something you want? And Bessent said, nope, I want to stay where I am. He actually said, I want to work with you. So, well, that is going to be very, very helpful to a bunch of people who desperately want the Fed chair gig, including, I'm going to assume, Kevin Hassett from the White House Economic Council. Now, there's a question of access that you give up if you walk away from those things, right? If you're not there in the president's ear every day, you risk, his wrath. There's a question of power, prestige that you lose. But being the Fed chair is being the Fed chair. And for some of these people, they're going to want it. Now, certainly there are governors, Federal Reserve governors, whether it be Atlanta, Denver, wherever, who desperately want this gig. So this now gets really interesting. I can't wait to see some level of betting odds that take place. Bessent saying I'm out is a great moment for a lot of other guys. Then President Trump telling Squawk Box on CNBC that planned tariffs on pharmaceuticals imported into the U.S. could eventually reach up to 250%. What is he doing? What's he doing? You want pharmaceuticals made in the United States. So do I. I think it is a national security subject. It must happen, and it has to happen with force, including the need to either providing cash or offsets to building the production facilities here, because it's one thing to say we need to manufacture our drugs in the U.S. It is another thing to actually have the facilities to do so, right? Can't just move overnight. It doesn't work that way. Number two, he has discussed the fact that the pharmaceutical companies are charging too much and they have to reduce their prices. I do not know how this is going to happen. You're going to force people to charge less? How about we charge less for golf memberships at your clubs and less for the condos and offices in your buildings? We force you to charge less. I'm just saying, I don't like where that one goes. It's not what I'm interested in. Am I interested in the reduction of regulation or other things that might lower the costs of prescription drugs? Absolutely. Am I in favor of force from my government? Nope. Because if there's force from my government on this, there can be force from my government on other things. But I have no idea how we're going to be thinking that a tariff on pharmaceuticals is going to create value if you don't have a way to build the manufacturing facility in the United States with ease and precision. Initially, a small tariff on pharmaceuticals, but in a year to a year and a half, a maximum will come about, and he'll raise the rate to 150% and then 250%. If the objective is to get seniors to be in your camp, this is not the way. The threat of tariffs isn't the thing here. Make the manufacturing easy. The threat of tariffs, it does not make building a plant easy. Building a plant easy makes building a plant easy. I'll have more on this on Tony Katz today. That's at noon. You should tune in. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Another update is just minutes away.
More than 60 State House Democrats left Texas.
Real Texans do not run from a fight.
Governor Greg Abbott is threatening their jobs.
Hear the news.
Lonnie Anderson has died.
Stay in the know while you're on the go.
Third time in the last 8 days that a child in Cumberland injured in a shooting.
On air.
The community needs to come together and start understanding why and how our juveniles are getting their hands on guns all the time.
And online.
Savon Ahmed.
Injuries happen in football.
93 WIBC Mobile News.
It's Hammer and Nigel for Window Nation, and it's the end of summer here in Indy, and your AC is working overtime just trying to keep your house cool and comfortable. What can you do to make a difference? Replace your old or builder-grade windows with new ones from Window Nation. Schedule a consult and get 50% off all window styles, plus you could even get them with zero down, zero payment, zero interest for 2 years, which makes Window Nation more affordable on average than other companies.
Window Nation's windows are made from high-quality materials, so they won't let the cool air out during the hot summer. They're so good, they're backed with a lifetime warranty, and they can install them in 1 day or less. With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 3 million windows installed, you can trust Window Nation for quality and service. But you have to hurry. This 50% off window sale ends soon, so don't miss out. Schedule your estimate right now at 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Cindy Druba, office manager for CSE Morse, needed a paperless solution, so she called on Applied Innovation.
We weren't paperless, and more companies are going paperless, and we wanted to have the option.
How has Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution helped your staff?
It's nice to have everything at my fingertips. You know, I'm not, digging in this drawer, digging in that drawer. I can just put in my search criteria and up they pop.
Applied Innovation even helps scan your documents.
We had 7 years of stored records, bankers boxes upon bankers boxes, and we used Applied to have, they actually scanned and stored all those documents for us.
And the bottom line benefit to using Applied Innovation?
Saved us a lot of time and a lot of space. Time is money.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Traffic on the fives, Matt Bear. What do you know?
All right, looking at northbound 65, Tony, south side. The crashes have cleared, but we still have stop-and-go traffic from Southport Road past Edgewood because of construction. And then we jam northbound 65 from Keystone Avenue into the South Split, delayed 13 minutes. Southbound 6570 downtown Fletcher Place, crash cleared at Fletcher Avenue. Still stop-and-go traffic back to the North Split. Westbound 70 slows Arlington Avenue into the North Split. And on the east side, southbound 465 stop-and-go from 70 to Washington. Inbound 69 stop-and-go traffic 106th Street, 282nd, a 6-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Guys, Low T Center has improved the quality of hundreds of thousands of men's lives across the country. Now women can enjoy the same life-changing, medically guided hormone therapy. Imagine how great you'll both feel. FixMyLowT.com for information and to schedule an appointment.
Addiction doesn't just affect one person, it touches everyone around them. That's why Matt Bear and Ryan Hedrick created the Supporting Sobriety podcast. It's for the friends and family standing behind, offering hope, guidance, and real talk. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Presented by From Hollywood to the Heartland, actor, producer Nick Searcy coming to town at West Fork Whiskey, August 23rd. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, unless, of course, you go to TonyKatz.com, where you can get your ticket right now if you're a part of TonyKatz.com. Bua Remodeling, Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, and 93 WIBC, yours truly. Bringing this to you at West Fork Whiskey. The barbecue, the food from Big Hoppa's Barbecue in Westfield. The bourbon from West Fork Whiskey. Cigars curated by yours truly after the night is over. Going to be an incredible night. From Hollywood to the Heartland, Nick, long career in Hollywood, documentaries about D.C. in January 6th, and moved to the Midwest, just over the Kentucky River. We're going to find out his story, which is very possibly your story. A great night of food, fun, laughs, and some terrific bourbon. August 23rd is the night. Save the date. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, unless you go to TonyKatz.com right now. You can make that happen. So, let's start from the beginning, producer Carl. What the heck is this television theme song? I'm with the chat room there over on the YouTubes. This is clearly a game show. I don't think this is Joker's Wild. Could be, but I don't think it is. It is a game show. I'm going to phone a friend. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
This is Plinko, Tony.
Plinko is part of The Price is Right.
So you haven't played, obviously.
And hold on. Are we talking about Plinko from the game show? From the game show Price is Right?
Put like
or
a little
Plinko from Urban Dictionary.
I had 1,000 responses there.
And couldn't use one of them.
Couldn't use one of them.
That's a professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Went through the
That's a
dictionary. Went through the whole thing.
professional.
Yeah, it's the one where you take the little plastic dial.
I know what. Stop it.
And you put it at the top, and it goes.
Yep, you still haven't described which one you're talking about.
It's the one. I'm talking about Plinko. You take it's a disc. It's like a little thing that you put in a soda machine and it comes down from the top.
All right, I don't know what this is. So I am going to say this is the theme to Password. All right, producer Carl, what is it?
You actually said it.
It's Joker's Wild? Wow. I didn't think it was.
Now, I thought you would get it immediately, because don't you have it on your soundboard?
No, I don't have Joker's Wild on my soundboard.
Ah, okay. I could have sworn I've heard you play it.
Yeah, so I have my game show theme for my hit show, the show that's sweeping the nation, What's More Pathetic? Right? And so I've got the music to that. Hold on. But that's this. That's more like generic theme song, game show music. Is what that is. So, well done. Well played. Good work from you. On Tony Katz today at noon, President Trump talking about banks that refuse to work with conservatives and how to respond to them. Well, I love this. If I'm engaged in a lawful business, you service the lawful business. That's how this works. You don't service people because of their politics. What next? You don't service them because of their religion or the color of their skin? Let me try and help say this a different way. When someone says decorate the cake, you decorate the cake. That's what you taught us. This is what the left taught us, and you will live by those rules. Now, I don't think you should have to decorate the cake. In the same way that I don't think you should have to make the loan. If you don't want to make a loan, don't make a loan. I think that's okay. I think you got to be able to have a reason why. You don't like the data, you don't like the deal, you don't think there's enough collateral, whatever it is. Because they're a conservative, that's really not going to fly. I don't decorate cakes for same-sex marriages because of my religious convictions, but I'll gladly sell you the cake. That's different, and I think that's fine. And the left said you should go to jail for that. Just remember who they are. Remember what it is they do. When you do it, it is a sin. When they do it, why are you looking at us? Why are you always focused on us? You're so obsessed with us. Just saying. So we will get into that subject. Also, take a look at this conversation regarding tariffs on pharmaceuticals. I do not think that is going to be taken well at all. Pam Bondi, she is sending this issue with the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, and Russia, the lies, the obfuscation, the cover-up, to a grand jury. We'll see how that goes. Governor Greg Abbott says that he's got the order in to arrest Democrats when they return because they refuse to have a vote regarding redistricting because Democrats don't believe in democracy. Running away to Illinois, this is not what democracy looks like. And Israel is making it official. They're taking Gaza. They're not interested in what France or Canada or the UK or Portugal are saying. As a matter of fact, screw those countries. And forget all those people who are wearing keffiyehs and supporting Hamas, because that is what they're doing. No matter what they say, the reality is the reality, and we all know it. They can say whatever they want. They can deny it all they want. Sure, boo. Sure. But after watching hostages being starved, being forced to dig their own graves, the Israelis said, okay, we're done here. And the plan is to take Gaza. Let nations be unhappy. Let the American left scream. Let Rashida Tlaib cry. The world will be better off when Hamas is destroyed, because once they're done with Israel, they will come for the West. We know this to be true. And when they make Israeli hostages dig their own graves, what makes any leftist think that your daughter won't be next? When they tell you who they are, believe them. I'll catch you guys at noon on Tony Katz Today. Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, southbound 6570, crash at Fletcher. Left lane block, slowing traffic down to Meridian Penn. And then westbound 70 slows from Sherman Drive into the North Split. Inbound 69, 7 minutes.